Welcome to the Today in History channel. In today's video we will talk about the day. December 13, 2003. Capture of Saddam Hussein. Born in Tikrit, Iraq, in 1937, to a peasant family, Saddam Hussein joined the Ba'ath Party in 1957. 2 years later, he participated in an attack on Iraqi Prime Minister Qasim. Then he fled to Syria and Egypt, where he took a law course. After the first Ba'ath period in power in Baghdad, Hussein was arrested in 1963. He escaped and participated in the coup that brought the party to power in 1968, as a prominent man in the regime, and collaborated with President Ahmad Hassan al-Bakr, which nationalized oil in 1972. In 1979, he came to power, being appointed head of the Revolutionary Command Council and Prime Minister. It established an iron and cruel dictatorship based on the police force and promoted a wide cult to its personality. It overtook Egypt at the head of the Arab world and pursued an aggressive expansionist foreign policy. In 1980, taking advantage of the revolutionary disorder in the neighboring country, it attacked Iran, which started a long and brutal war that lasted 8 years. Despite the spending generated by the conflict and the growing Iraqi debt, Saddam continued his policy of rearmament. In August 1990, the Iraqi army invaded neighboring and wealthy Kuwait, claiming old rights over the territory. Kuwaiti oil wealth was essential to recover Iraq's damaged economy. Saddam thus provoked an international reaction led by the United States and sponsored by the UN, which led to the formation of an armed coalition. The attack on Iraq began in January 1991 and ended in 6 weeks, with the Iraqi withdrawal from Kuwait. Surprisingly, American and Allied troops did not advance to Baghdad, and allowed the survival of the Saddam regime, which brutally repressed the internal rebellions of Shiites and Kurds in the face of unmoved coalition troops. The conditions of peace derived from the Gulf War were very harsh: a ban on producing chemical, bacteriological, and nuclear weapons, economic embargo, no-fly zones, etc. Iraq continued under Saddam's dictatorship, and its people suffered unfairly from international sanctions. In 2003, an Anglo-American army, on the margins of UN resolutions, and opposed by international public opinion, invaded Iraq and displaced Saddam Hussein. The excuse for invading the country was the false accusation by the American Secret Services that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. In an unknown location for several months, Saddam was detained on December 13, 2003, in a spider hole, type of trench dug for a single man, protected by camouflage normally used to ambush, located in the vicinity of his hometown. In 2006, Hussein was sentenced to death by an Iraqi high criminal court for the execution of 148 Shias from the village of Dujail in 1982. He was also accused of the chemical attack on Halabja in Kurdistan in 1988, and the crushing of the Shiite rebellion in 1991. All of this without counting the hundreds of thousands of deaths caused by the wars that he started: the war against Iran, 1980 to 1988, and the invasion of Kuwait, 1990. Saddam Hussein was executed on December 30, 2006, in front of television cameras, suffering humiliation from the executioners. If you like the video of a force subscribing to the channel, like, comment and share. To receive new videos, see you next time.